And I think we're live. Gonna go ahead and launch a server one way or the other. It'll take long enough that stream should be up by the time this is done, if it's not. Back to what we were doing, which was trying to keep from roasting alive. Looks like pretty soon I will need to increase the fuel inside of my Flingos. We're gonna make a flower salad real quick to some sanity. And then we gotta go find some wood. Like, immediately. I don't have any more filler. Can I use a twig? I don't know if a twig will work in this recipe. Hey, what's up, little bro? Nope. Oh, that was a waste. I'm just working on not starving over here, man. Easier said than done sometimes. Where's my Chester? Who's a good boy, Chester? Yes, you is. You a good boy. I cannot turn my volume up any higher than this. Wait, no, that's not true. Okay, I can't turn my volume up any higher than this. Hey, what's up, Vortex? Well, we're going to try to not randomly set the entire world on fire. No promises. We want to try to fell the big trees. They give the best investment for the time it takes to chop them down. But I'll take whatever I can get. I can't be picky right now. I'm on a timer. If I'm lucky, I might even spawn a tree guard. Oh, it's a full moon. And I'm in the right area to go get Glommer. I'm super glad, though, that I didn't go hire some pigs to help me with this, because they would all be turning into werepigs here in a minute. We're going to take full advantage of this extra light, though. Gold axe, yep. Yeah, once you get upgraded science skill, then you can make gold tools. They have vastly increased durability over regular tools. Get my pimp cane out so I can run a little faster. Alright, so I gotta start watching out. There'll probably be werepigs around here somewhere. Might have got lucky. Yeah, there's one. Fortunately, I can just outrun the little fucks. Gotta get over here and rescue Glommer. There's my good boy. Who's my good boy? Glommer is so precious. Little fluff ball. Alright. Back to cutting down trees. Oh shit! All the werepigs are after Chester. He'll be fine. The pig spike's eyes are all glowing. I will not let them have him. Note that even if I wanted to fight that many werepigs, and I don't, it'd be more trouble than it's worth. Chester, come on. We almost got away from him, buddy. It's almost daylight. Once daylight comes, they'll all just pass out. There we go. And see, they just turn into regular pigs. Alright, need to get away from the frogs. And back to chopping down trees. If I had any meat with me, this would actually be a great time to get some pigs and chop down a bunch of trees. Where'd that frog go? Is my inventory actually full? See, I know I saw some more stuff around here. Look for the cactuses. Gotta keep an eye on my heat again. Well, I can kill 2 of the rabbits. Oh, one of them gave me nightmare fuel. That's cool. Oh, I can use my pig skins, right. And back to chopping things. Well, apparently my space bar isn't working. Or is it? Nah, fire doesn't get rid of the werepigs. They'll just keep being assholes. That tree's about to catch on fire. It's a waste of time to chop it down. We're just going to hope that wildfire doesn't spread to literally everything. It's possible that all of this will just burn down that I'm chopping. If you're talking about the one kind of gray stone next to the crazy rabbits that are now regular rabbits because I just got enough sanity back, then that is my thermal stone. It's keeping me cool. You can see it turn blue. I don't know why my teat just randomly dropped. Maybe because I'm standing under trees. Now, the small birch nut trees never drop birch nuts. It's only the full-size birch nut trees like this one that drop birch nuts. It's one of the reasons I don't chop these trees more often. It's hard to replant them. So yeah, summer is a great time for getting some pigs like this and going to chop wood because the daytime section of days is just so long. You can get a lot of work done. And I'll, as usual, wait for it to turn evening and then go collect all of this stuff when the pigs are losing their mind because it's dark. It's also had the added side benefit of completely restoring my sanity. Or I should say mostly restoring it. That's more time consuming than it's actually worth. Ah, we can get some meat like this. Here we go. Can I put anything inside Chester? Yeah, got a little bit of a room in Chester. Yeah, my pigs are starting to wander off because they've been here so long. Yeah, like this one. Just let that one burn. If I can get to it in time, that can stop it from burning by putting it out while it's smoldering. Is this little fucker actually fucking with... The Cactuses will fuck with Glommer if you let them. So yeah, we're going to get most of our wood back doing this. Oh wow, I actually can't hold anymore. Make a torch. Okay, there we go. Fortunately, my health was pretty full and I was wearing a helmet, so the night monster didn't hurt me too bad. Ooh. Man, my inventory is just completely out of whack. We'll just ditch the torch when it comes daylight. There we go, perfect. Bro, I need you to realize you've got about 30-second stream delay between you typing something, me seeing it, and me being able to respond to it. Although, admittedly, I've been mostly ignoring you. What's time consuming? I don't remember now, to be honest. It's easier for me to make inventory space for stuff now than it is for me to try to remember to come back to it later. Because you can see, like, over here's a pickaxe I've just randomly left. I'm pretty sure that I need to get home or I'm just going to die here. Where's my wormhole? There's my ticket home. Good timing. Alright, we also need to refill our flingos to make sure that they keep everything in my base from burning down. And I need to slow down and eat food for a minute before I just actually starve to death. Stick. Stick, stick, stick. Oh, right. And I'm starving. There we go. Kebabs are better than nothing. Albeit just barely. There we go. So yeah, this is my other ice flingomatic over here protecting my crops. And apparently freezing Glommer to death. The trees are outside of it, but if the trees catch fire, I don't actually care. They're not as important. I can replace them pretty easily. And we're good. Can I feed? I know I can't feed seeds to them. Apparently they can't eat that either. Flour? Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's do a little quick inventory management. Shut this crow the fuck up. And then we're going to start doing some building. Get this back on. I never take Glommer around with me. His benefit is that when you're standing nearby him, he provides a slight sanity boost. And he drops Glommer goop from time to time, which can be used to fuel fires, ice flingomatics, things like that. He's pretty cool. Twigs. How much spider silk have I got? 31. I don't think I've got enough grass, do I? How many ropes does it take? 10. I've got just enough grass. Alright, I'm going to make myself a bigger backpack so we quit running into this inventory space problems. So this is one of the mods I've got on. It's craftable Krampus sacks. Krampus sack is normally a 1% a rare drop from a mini-boss. Rather than farm 1,000,000 of those guys, I turned on a mod that lets you craft one from a fairly expensive recipe. So you can see I've got 8 backpack spaces now. Wait, I need to drop this up here. No backpack spaces. 16 backpack spaces. It's a pretty big difference. And we're just gonna die because I can't freaking make a fire. That was dumb. We're not actually going to die, but we're going to have to stand right here next to our ice flingomatic all night. I used too much grass. I can't make a torch, and for some reason I couldn't drop logs into my endothermic fire pit, which would normally be my source of light right now. So we're fine. We're just kind of stuck on standby. If I didn't have the Flingo here, though, I would have been killed by the night monster 100% for sure right now. So our next goal is to craft a Prestidigitator to get these rabbits out of my inventory before they starve to death because I don't have food for them. I can actually go ahead and start on that. I need a silk top hat 4 boards. And 4 rabbits. And then I'll place this down somewhere when it becomes daylight. And I can see it. Yeah, librarian needs food. Eat this meatball and shut up. Fortunately, I'm not crazy enough to be attacked by shadow monsters right now, too. Or this would just be a nightmare situation. Like, this would actually be bad. As it is, it's just frustrating. Another thing I want to do is get these spider egg sacs planted. I've got 4 or 5 of them, actually, total. Okay, when you've got armor that's starting to get down low in durability, you can take and use it as a fuel source somewhere. And it acts as a really strong fuel source. I think this tree was part of the problem. It was blocking my fire pit. So it goes bye-bye now. Alright, so, and if you didn't know already, you can place buildings, but not build buildings, but not actually place them by right-clicking. And it'll just store them in your inventory. It'll consume the resources needed to make it. Where are the rest of the spider eggs? 2 more. There we go. So I'm going to try something. I don't know if this will work or not. I need to pick cactuses while I'm out, too. So if you watched the winter episode, you saw the big, huge, stupid, ugly fight over here. Well, oh, I need grass too. Where's that tumbleweed at? Come back here, tumbleweed. No grass, but gears. Then you saw me trying to fight just a ridiculous number of Mac tusks. I'm not going to run that down. Wasn't really trying to fight that many. Here we go. Every one of these circles on the ground is a Mac tusk hut. So I'm going to try and plant the spider nests up here and see if I can't trigger a fight of spiders versus Mac tusks in the winter. So the antlion is attacking me again. It's going to cause some sinkholes here, which, I mean, I don't care. It's not that big a deal. I just want to make sure they don't break anything important. We're grabbing more cacti because that'll give us some more filler for crockpots. That... Actually, that'd be a pretty good lesson right now, too. Using the walking cane as a weapon is efficient, but slow. It doesn't do much damage. I think it just has base 17 damage, which is one of the weakest of anything in the game. But it doesn't have durability, so you can use it forever. That had a life bee in it. That's pretty funny. So against any enemy that you can stun lock forever, case in point a spider or a bee or something of that nature, then all you have to do is get it where you want to fight it and hold down the F key. This spider can't fight back, and I will kill it eventually. And I'm not using up any weapon durability. Yeah, the antlion stays in one place, but it's like an earthquake attack at a range. I could go kill it if I wanted to, but it's really more trouble than it's worth for a solo player server. The drops for an antlion are good for a multiplayer. It gives you a unique building that works to let players teleport. One player can activate it, and then another player can teleport to the structure. But without 2 players, you can't use it, so I don't need it at all. It's just me on here. The only other thing from that, it'd just be convenience for killing it, and I don't care. It's, you know, as long as it doesn't attack me while I'm inside my base, cause that little earthquake that makes sinkholes, who cares? Yeah, Walking Cane also has a speed boost. You can see the difference in my movement speed here and there. It's a 25% speed boost. Not great, but also not terrible. Look at all the random crap I've just accumulated in my inventory from opening tumbleweeds. Our temperature's starting to spike a little bit too. Random blueprint for nightmare fuel, ironically. Alright, we can go drop off some of this food. Let's not run through the lava pit. Well, that's fine. You can see the log suit I dropped in that fire pit, it's still burning. Been gone all day. Alright, we're good on food. I probably need to actually eat some food. Doot. Egg. And frazzled wires is another one of those things you can take to the Pink King. Yeah, lava pits will cause me to overheat real quick, in addition to actually causing fire damage. Need a torch. Alright, the next thing I want to do is, after I do some resource management real quick, drop off all this stuff I don't need. We're going to go fertilize all of our... Yeah, this is good. Our crop stuffs. Leave this here. I've got a mod on that lets me use tools as fuel. I did that just so, like, right there I had a 1% pickaxe. It wasn't doing me any good. It was just taking up an inventory slot. That can go in my inventory. This can go in here. This can go in here. Actually, that can be burned too. Pan flute. I'm carrying a couple pieces of specialty combat gear in case I need them for something. The pan flute's useful because it puts everything to sleep nearby. Which means, for example, if I get in a big fight, I can put all of the enemies to sleep so that I don't have to worry about them. Alright. So we're going to carefully take and fertilize all of our crops. Being careful not to eat the rot, because it'll just make me crazy. But now my berry bushes will start growing berries, my grass will start growing grass. This will solve some of my food problems, make it a little easier to maintain my grass supply and things like that. Of course, they won't regrow back in the winter, but for the rest of the year, it's pretty good. And I got to make sure they stay cool in the summer with the Fling-O-Matic here. Yep, this tree's trying to catch fire. We're going to put it out. Trying to put a fire out, a smoldering thing like that with your bare hands will cause a small amount of damage. I can also just smear rot on it or manure to put the fire out. And I've also got the ice staff inside my chester that I could use. It's not too hard to fertilize the berry bushes without eating rot by accident. It's a bit harder to do with the grass because the grass tufts are so small. Yeah, summer right now. You can see in the top right-hand corner, I've got 4 days of summer left. And then it'll be back in autumn, and everything will be nice and beautiful and peaceful and placid, and the only thing I'll have to worry about is Berger coming to eat all my damn food. So I think we're going to make a quick trip underground to go gather some resources that are specific to that area. It just takes a few days for them to regrow. You don't have to fertilize twigs the way you have to fertilize other things. Check. I need more grass before I head down, just in case. Let's see if we can find a few more tumbleweeds. Come back! Garden gnome. Nolan would be excited. No, alright, we're just gonna head underground. So to get to caves, I just got to come over here where there was a plugged sinkhole, and now it's an unplugged sinkhole. So I don't think I've been underground yet on this server, so I don't know what I'm getting myself into. But we're coming down here to look for the stuff needed to make a lantern, which is a pretty nice light source to replace torches. And I want to hammer down some bunny hutches while we're here. Just realized I left my hammer behind because it's in Chester, and Chester doesn't come with me. I shouldn't need anything else from Chester while I'm down here, though. Yeah, if you take a hammer to the skulls and other bones that are laying around in the desert, then you can get bone shards from them, which are useful for a few different things. There's a few pieces of clothing that you use bone shards in. And it's raining down here. Is that just a summer thing? I'm not sure. I'm just gonna get wet. Okay, so the light bulbs are part of what I need to make ferns. Light bulbs are part of what I need to make a lantern. I don't really need twigs. Got plenty of twigs. Need light, though. Which was the reason I needed grass. So when you're well prepared for caves, caves aren't that dangerous. Fuck you, spiders. Even when you're running on spiders' webbing like that, they can't actually catch you to hurt you. As long as you just keep moving in a straight line. And that's an earthquake. antlion is probably pissed at me again. When you're on the surface, it causes sinkholes to appear. When you're underground, it instead causes earthquakes. Either way, it's completely who cares? Man, I'm surprised I've not found more light bulbs by now. Fortunately, we're finding plenty of grass to keep making torches with. It could take a little while to find the bunny hutches I'm looking for, too. Good job, Vortex. Nothing over here either, jeez. Just keep looking. Okay, so it's a new day. With it being light on the surface, I'll start getting some natural light inside the caves as well. My torch burn out. What's on the other end of this? Probably nothing. This definitely isn't nothing. Red mushroom forest. They look all weird because it's summer. Still no bunny hutches. All right. So this is a giant tentacle. I could try to kill it. It would essentially turn into a wormhole. But it's not really worth the time and energy needed to fight it. It doesn't actually do any damage. Instead, what it does is summon baby tentacles that are basically like fighting regular tentacles, except they do half the damage. Okay, this is getting annoying. I mean, I need to map out the underground anyway, just like I need to map out the surface. Later, bro. So it's not that big a deal. It's not even a waste of time. Ooh, blue mushroom forest, though. That's good. So mush trees, when you chop them down, they give you 2 logs and 1 mushroom cap. So blue mush trees are actually a really good resource because you can get a lot of logs out of them. Okay, so I guess we need to go through the red mushroom forest to get anywhere. Yeah, you can use them to get logs, and you can also get blue caps that you can use to heal your HP. Similarly, red mush trees will give you 2 logs and 1 red mushroom cap, but red mushrooms are not very useful. Not completely worthless, but not very useful compared to the other two kinds. Alright. We're going to put our torch away for now because mush trees provide light, and I can just run through. Found another mushroom, or a light bulb. That's good. Go ahead and make another torch. I'm actually kind of surprised I've not found another sinkhole yet, leading back to the surface. Light bulbs are useful because they can be used to fuel the various light sources that need fuel, such as the lantern I'm going to be making when I get back to the surface, and miner's hats. I don't want to get any closer to that because that could be a cave worm. That light berry over there. I'll go over there if I have to, but otherwise I'd rather not risk it. With there possibly being another branching path over here. That biome theoretically could be the one that leads to the ruins back there, which would be really cool, don't get me wrong. Yeah, large sections of the caves are just completely devoid of life, actually. Gonna go eat both my go ahead and eat both of my meatballs because the rabbits, when I found them, the bunnymen, they're naturally hostile to anybody who's carrying meat. And Weber. Okay, guano on the ground means there's bats nearby here somewhere. They're pretty annoying because I don't want to try to fight them with a torch. I don't have an alternative source of light. I'd have to make a campfire, and they'll chase for pretty large distances, which you're about to see. Great. Okay, no, I don't want to be here at all. That's a nightmare fissure over there spitting out light. During the nightmare cycle of the ruins, it'll spawn shadow creatures. That means I'm pretty far from where I'm trying to go. Yeah, there's another one. I can't believe I missed it when I was coming through the first time. Might need to go through this biome, though. That's what a bat spawning nest looks like. It looks like a rock covered in poop. Crap. Yeah, if that starts spawning nightmare creatures, I am out of here. I feel like I'm in pretty significantly the wrong part of the caves, though. And I'm not sure exactly where I took a wrong turn. Or if maybe the place that I came in through the caves into, like the sinkhole, was just a bad sinkhole for this. Well, this is gonna suck. Okay. We're good. Yeah, I've actually got 5 or 6 bats chasing me. Oh boy. Ooh. Does this lead where I want to go? It looks like it might. Okay. Yeah, it should be just about time for this server to shut down for the day. Anyway, Zam. I should be about the 1 hour mark. And while it's been kind of a waste of a day, That's okay too. Part of the nature of this game is that some days are just not going to be as productive as others. Okay, now this is actually bad. This is somewhere I don't want to be at all. Oh, okay, I know what that is. Maybe this isn't as bad as I thought. That's just the cave one of the cave super bosses spawns out of that hole. I thought it was the entrance to the ruins, and it might still be. Another thing I've got to be careful about is watching out for cave worm attacks. Similar to how the surface has hound attacks, the caves have cave worm attacks, or depth worm attacks. Except depth worms are way, 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 way more dangerous than hounds. Hey, I finally found one. Huh, I don't have any light though. So bunnymen sleep during the day, and okay. That's fine. I can get carrots and things on the surface. Yeah, bunnymen sleep during the day and are awake in the evening at night. Maybe I'll get lucky and find more around here. Anyway, the reason I need to... Actually, it would be beneficial to just kill that bunny guy as well. I've got weapons and armor. Something else I can set on fire around here. If I had a lantern made, then I could just set it on the ground and it would provide light. Get my armor on, and... There we go. Meat's not bad. Bunny puffs. I need those to make bunny hutches. Similar to how you need pig skins to make pig houses. Really hoping to find more than one hutch, though. Every hutch I tear down with a hammer is one I can rebuild on the surface. I'd like to have 5 or 6. It's actually going to be just about autumn if I head back up to the surface. Just any time now. Although I'll be able to tell down here if it changes because the red caps will change back to regular looking. I have never played Terraria, but I understand that it's kind of like a 2D Minecraft. And it sounds like something I would like, but let me correct myself. I've tried to play Terraria, and it felt extremely awkward to try to play it on keyboard and mouse when I'm used to playing platformers on controller. And I could not get a handle for the controls. Oh wow, that's a lot of natural light. Is that a Pig house? Oh, it's part of my additional set pieces. It spawned a pig village down here. But I'm pretty sure they just never come out in caves. Boy, this has been a crazy trip down here. Completely pointless. Well, there's a path back to the surface if I decide to bail. And realistically, it would probably be considerably easier to get back to my base if I go back. And there's another one? Okay. Probably be considerably... And there's a bunch of bunny houses, too. Now, just because I can see a bunch of bunny houses not far from where I'm at underground doesn't mean that these two biomes are anywhere near each other on the surface. Caves geology, or geography, does not line up one-to-one with surface geography at all. Two entrances that look close together could be on the opposite sides of the map. Alright, now I can't take my meat in here with me because the bunnies will lose their frickin' minds. But they won't mind if I break their houses down once I get a fire going. There we go. And we're going to take them all. You didn't used to be able to use a controller for it. It didn't come native back when I tried to play it. Yeah, this ended up being a good use of our time. Quite profitable. Ah, good. Now we've got actual light. Must be surface, or day on the surface. That means it's probably also autumn now. Should be about that time, I think. Alright, so the goal for the day is pretty well met. I am going to finish up tearing down this village and get back on the surface. I'm not even trying to get back to base. I just want to see where I'm at on the surface, and then I'll DC and set up Death Road to Canada. Which will take a few minutes, because I'll need to set up OBS to record it in addition to changing over some stream stuff. 35 bunny puffs. And counting. And almost 100 carrots. Actually, exactly 100 carrots. Sweet. Alright, let's see where we're at relative to home. It's possible that this will come out near my house. Good timing. My phone's telling me it's been almost exactly an hour that I've been on here. Okay, yeah, see, this comes out next to the Pig King. And you saw how far I traveled, and the entrance that I went to was right up the road from this. And it is the last day of summer, halfway through the day. Yeah, no, this is great. This couldn't have turned out any better. Alright. I just want to get back up to the Pig King so that when I load back in, I know exactly where I'm at, and I don't have to lose my mind trying to figure it out. Alright, and that's going to be it for today. For Don't Starve Together. Talk to you guys in a minute.